All right. So as hold on, where's Dwayne at? I know Dwayne's. People are on what the hey. So if you haven't subscribe to the Queen's channel, subscribe to it. And that tell me what channel is over there, so I said they can subscribe. She's gonna go back into probably making videos and talking about her experiences here in the Gambia. Good, bad, and ugly. You know? Yeah, did you click it? Because I put it on my page, so go to my page. There we already be started. Yep, it's streaming. So we have a new YouTube channel called, What the Hey? Like the way it sounded. So it actually sounds catchy, like what the hey? Like what's going on here? And I just, been catchy names cause people to want to just come on and see what, and pretty much I guess it would be like really the hey, like what's going on in the real world, like it's happening, like what's going on here. And it's just catchy, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. That words, hey. Just do all things in the name, what I'm saying, the Lord. So A will be his name. So my name. So what the heck? Right? So when we get tired, we want to hit the heck, right? Just we say hit the hay, hit the sack. My name's been profane for a long time. I used to say that. I was like, how is your name being profane when your name is JC? I don't see people putting that name in sentences. It didn't make sense to me. Even the name Yah or Yahuwah, I just could not, I could not connect the dots with that. But when you connect his name to that hey, and my wife, she was up there just saying the other day, she was like, we use hey like for everything, like hey in song, hey on TV. We just say hey just to be greeting each other. Hey, you doing? You doing? And then we got what Fat Albert. Hey, hey, hey. We got sitcoms. We have entertainment. I was up there watching dang on Legos. Pretty much it was Legos. It was what was the name again? Everything is awesome. It was the first Lego movie. I heard so many hays. It was not even funny. Then I seen a regular movie that wasn't even animated. It had so many hays going through it. That name has become, in a sense, very common. Now imagine when a time when that name won't have power again, that if you say that name unauthorized, it kills you. Hey, because you have offended the real name. You done tied it to just common talk. Think about it. If the fatherly had it to where if a dog barked at our people, that something happened to them. Think about that name. The name is common. It's going to become a uncommon name. That hey literally is Yah. Yah is the hey. So then when people ask you to be called in, and when the Father begins to draw people in, he's going to add power to the name that you're called by. That if anyone literally wants to disrespect you, it might be literally a long dirt nap for them. Based off of you being called by our name and you're up under it, Father's going to treat it the same thing as if they has disrespected himself. Do you understand how this goes?
Yes, my king.
They won't be able to just yap all they want to. Mockers and scoffers, their teeth will be broken. Why? Because they'll see someone be in the midst of talking about someone blows a Goshen or blowing in the name or not, and the father, like, you take offense to it, boom, they're dead. You just see them die. Like, what happened to them? Well, they just died. They won't be able to find no medical reasons why this person died. They were just, this person just killed over. When that start to happen, lift your hands up and give praise. People be like, well, how do we come? Like, why you wouldn't come now? So there is some understanding of y'all, as y'all was seeing on the live. I love how the live was a precursor to what's coming now. Y'all saw that it said during harvest time that this answer is coming, right? That's what we all agree on, right? Harvest time, right?
Yes, my.
Yes.
It said harvest time. I didn't make it up. It said harvest time, right? So harvest time is the end time gathering, right?
Yes.
Yes, my king.
What is the end time feast?
It's the tabernacle.
Tabernacle.
Now, to prove what I said right here, then the queen, she's going to speak because I told her to her, and she was like, she started having some questions like, well, what does that mean? You know. So what does that mean about this? What does that mean by that? And then after she just say, like, well, you know what? Pretty much where we gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna let her say it because I came to her, I told her first, right? Remember that? And it was on my heart, right? I said it wasn't like just, I didn't say a one day thing. How long I've been struggling with this? How many months? How many years? How many? It's been a time. It's been some time I've been, but I never wanted to take full, credit of everything. But the Father tells me like, it's yours. Take it. I'm like, no. It's just like I just no. So watch this. So everyone, notice how everyone got these timelines out now, right? But they don't call them timelines. They call them calendars still. And it came first after we did Goshen. After we did Goshen, we started seeing this influx of people like, I'm gonna have my own. I'm gonna have my. Now watch this. When we put it this way, the way the timeline is supposed to be is going to be the same way the Messiah is seen. And then we're going to look at those things, and they're going to match perfectly to what we're saying now. So I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let the queen come up and speak. So she got something to say. Wasn't I encouraging? Because like when she said it, it was like, it was cool. She was like, where we gonna go? Like, and those words right there was like, it was coming straight from the Father out of her mouth. The Father was looking saying like, yes, saying, go with it. And she was like, well, I'm behind you. You know what I'm saying? Then she even took down to the west side. She said, I don't care what happens, what goes on, I'm rocking, with my king. It was this powerful, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go to Revelations. Four and 3. All right. Now we're gonna look at certain different things, and then we're gonna test the theory out. We're gonna look at the stones that comes up. Right. So we seen a rainbow that shone like an emerald encircled the throne. Y'all see that right there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the emerald encircled the throne. We have a rainbow. Now, what birthstone has the rainbow? You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at this. Now, what testimony do we have in October?
You've been sealed.
Aha! You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Watch this. Which brings up what? Passover, right? So literally
Exactly.
October 7th, no matter what, becomes Passover. Now, September, anything, everything flows from that day, October 7th, no matter where it is. Boom. That is literally going to be. Now, watch this. Look how this works perfectly. The birthstone. All right. So now, when is Passover? Meaning, like, how many days is Passover? It's
1
7
day.
days. We keep it
7.
for 7 days, right?
Yes.
And if she's right. It happens on when? The Passover is on the 14th, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I said 14th. Now watch how you get the Sabbath of the real true Sabbath. We know now that October 7th is the 14th day of the new month. We go up 7 more days. See what I'm saying?
Wow.
It pushes us right into September 24th, 23 for New Year's.
Wow.
Am I making it up?
Yes,
Now watch
Mikey.
this. So from September 24, 23, go down those 14 days, you got October 7th. Now, Passover is for 1 day. Then you got the Feast of what? Unleavened bread, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That goes for how long?
8 days.
8 days.
7 days.
7 days.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 days. So now it literally puts you at 7/14 automatically, right? Which is like on the 7th day, 14. You see how it just lines up perfect. 7/14. Now,
Yes.
the next feast is supposed to be how many days from this day? 50, right?
Yes. Simply.
So 50 days after October 7th will push us. I said, when the fire hit me, did I say December, January, February? What did I say? December, right?
Yes.
Right? I said early December, right? I wasn't sure if it was the 7th or something because, like I said, I was like, the father's like, it's going to be early December. It puts us right there at December 3rd, which will be the same day that the fire hit when I said, the Father, the Son, we are one. This world is not my home, which puts us right there at what? Pentecost.
Mm-hmm.
Passover, Pentecost. The main 2 feasts we're supposed to be keeping. The third one will be what?
Tabernacle.
Which we just found out is when? May 18th.
Yes.
3 feasts.
Wow.
Now watch what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
So now we find out what encircles, what birthstone encircles, we'll find the third feast even as well. We'll find it. Those born in October enjoy 2 spectacular birthstones to commemorate their birthdays, opal and tourmaline. Look at it. It looks like a rainbow. The opal is colored with many colors. And it says there was a rainbow said a rainbow, right? Hello?
Yes, Mikey.
Yeah.
Revelation 14 said a rainbow, right?
Yes, Mikey.
Right.
Rainbow that gleamed like an emerald. All right. What month is the emerald?
May.
May 18th.
May birthstone. Right there. Boom. We got now, it's telling you October, rainbow, that an appearance of what? Emerald. So it literally got October and May. And we just got to see that the Messiah comes in on what? The end time feast, which is what? The end gathering. And then literally what? The banner the Father told me, he says, this will be an end time prophecy. So now I'm going to let my wife come up and speak. So since you now see the witness she's about to bring. Come on in. Listen, who just now just had a baby, you know what I'm saying, about she's doing this right here.
Hi, Goshen.
Shalom. Shalom, my queen. Hey.
Queen.
Great to see you.
No, I don't like it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, when King came to me about this new revelation recently, I just hearing it firsthand, I was like, I just had some questions. Just because, not because, you know, I was feeling shaken up or wanting to leave Goshen or nothing. It's like me being like the youngest one in Goshen, I want to make sure that, you know, I came out of the church early. Like my mom was still in church. I left the church because church just wasn't really doing it for me. I felt it was redundant and yeah, it wasn't, I don't know. I just left church at a younger age. So for me to be jumping back into another spiritual walk, I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm on the right path. And this was like one of the first times that I really had, because it's feast. And I don't know, but I really love the Feast of Tabernacles. Like that's my favorite feast, I think. So when he came out and said, you know, he was like, babe, like I think I think Tabernacles is on my May 18th birthday. And I was just like, but why do you think that? Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's what I said. So he was like, yeah, I've been, you know, the father been dealing with me about this for a while and stuff like that. And I haven't really been wanting to accept it and stuff. And I was like, well, why didn't you accept it? If that's what it was coming out to be, then you should have bumped what people say or whatever, is what I was thinking. Like, if that's what it was and you knew that, then it should have just been that, bump what you wanted to accept. Because that's what we're taught. So he was like, yeah, you know, and I was like, okay, well, now can you explain, show it to me in the scriptures and everything, put it together for me so at least I can see it. So that's what we did. We sat down, we went through the scriptures, we pulled up information off of Google, put everything together, and it all at the end, because I was serious about the answer. It all came together, it all lined up from what he was showing me and the way he was putting everything, and it really did make sense. And I was just like, at the end of the day, I came into Goshen on faith, because anybody who, like, we see it every day, people call him crazy, you know, this and that, all these different names or whatever that they be calling him, and, you know, telling him he's not that. I came in Goshen on faith, because I could have just heard everything he said and been like them, like, because my mom is the one who brought me in. So I could have been telling my mom, you crazy for listening to him, any type of thing like that. But that wasn't the case. I at first wasn't listening, I ain't gonna lie. But then eventually I would sit down. What really got me was the movie nights, like the family devotion movie nights and stuff on the Sabbath. I would start watching the movies with them on those nights.
We are still doing that. Don't get that.
And then that kind of got me in. I'm like, okay, because I love
Mhm.
movies.
Mhm.
That's what got me in. And then eventually I'll watch 10 minutes of the live, and then, a little bit more of the live and stuff like that. And then my mom, I did the Passover, but that's whole another scenario. But yeah, basically what I was saying is, it's no point in me leaving or saying if it makes sense once explained and broken down, but like, just go with it. You already out here on faith. You already is okay. And another thing, it ain't even like, because literally every religion has been explained like it's abominable. Like it's like saying, okay, no, I'm gonna just go back to eating pork and stuff. But I already know that it's pork and shrimp and all that is not good. It's like, basically, okay, what I'm gonna do? Go back to Christianity? Go back to, like, where I'm gonna go back to when I know they all bad? So it's like, okay, you might as well. It sound good. It fits in good with the scriptures. Just keep going, because at the end of the day, we all learning. He says it all the time in his lives, like, I'm learning with y'all. So it's some things might, but it's okay, because if you really riding with this, and because before we got in Goshen, we didn't even know this word at all, for real. Like, let's just all be honest, the way that it's broken down now, we would have never got like all these things. So
Mhm.
continue walking on faith. The Father didn't bring us this far to leave us now. And at the end of the day, King needs us the most right now in these end days. And people who not willing to go through some things with Goshen, then ain't meant for people. Rocking with the King, and you rocking with the Father and his brother. Just learn that this whole walk is about faith, because that's really what it is. Like, I'm a living testimony. For the past 4 years, my life has literally been on
Mhm.
faith. And I came a long way just by walking this walk. I have witnessed some things that others have not. And so I will not be ever thinking about leaving Goshen, or the thought don't cross my mind ever, and stuff like that. Like, I'm always gonna be Goshen, no matter, even if me and King was to one day not be together, which is probably impossible. But literally, I still will be in Goshen, regardless of the fact. That's how much I know Goshen to be the real deal, because I done witnessed too much. So that's just what I wanted to say to y'all. I know I don't get on here and talk to y'all or much or anything like that, but I'm definitely over here rocking with the King and Goshen, regardless if you see me or not. So that's all.
Oh, thank you, my king.
Thank you, Queen.
Thank you so much, Jesse, for share.
Thank you, my queen.
Mhm. We are glad. Hallelujah.
All right.
Wow.
So now
Amen.
With that, and watch, like he like could have did this like so long ago, right? But we literally, I would have to go right back to that time. And then literally watch this. I did it myself. We already changed. We're gonna let you show you what it is. All right. We're gonna go straight from October. So we now got our 3 major feasts that we have to keep. So May 18th is what? Tabernacles, right?
Yes, Mickey.
All right, it comes to be tabernacle on the 18th, but watch this. It could have been the 15th, right? But people won't know about it because it'll be off by 2 or 3 days, just like the same thing like how their time is now. So the 15th sometimes might end up being 18th, whatnot, because they have messed up February. And February don't ever have 30 days, and that's the day they gave to black people. You notice that, right? We always get cut short. We always get started off with a half stick. We always watch this. We like the freaking cow or the bull they actually maim before they actually send them out there into, the arena to actually go do some bullfight. The bull don't really have all his strength to come against a person who is actually saying, "Ole!" Because it has multiple wounds in Adam that you can't tell. Then they wrap the rope around the wound where they stabbed him at. So every single time they're riding him is what causing for pain on his body to weaken him even more. By the end, when it's all said and done, this cow or this bull is killed. Sacrifice. All for the pleasure of the people who want to see blood. But they had the same bull previously, a week or so, chasing the people down. It's like, you got to get them before they get you. This is your turn, saying, to get people. He has all his strength and everything. But then before the end of that week, they done literally took the strength from this bull. And now they're about to wrestle him in the ring where he knows he's going to die. So he's struggling to get out of there. He's bucking. Why? Because he wants to live. You're trying to kill me. I know this because I've already been stabbed, but they don't know I've been stabbed multiple times. So this is not even a fair fight.
People are sick.
That's exactly what February is. We're given less than 30 days to tell our story. Less. But the rest of the 11 months is theirs. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa. Ooh, Halloween. This is our shit right here. Let's dress up in the most devious thing we can dress up in. Let's be the Walking Dead up in this mug. And no one will say nothing to you because this is Halloween. You could have just got through killing someone and literally have wear their blood for the costume. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that blood looks real. How'd you do that? You know how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get creative at Halloween. People wearing people's blood at the party, like, that is the realest blood I've ever seen in my life. That's Halloween. And they praise it.
Nasty folks. And then, of course, they take February and they put all the kinds of observances in that month, too. It's not just only Black History Month. They got all the kinds of things going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So then smothered out. We get diluted even more.
Exactly. So October 7th, watch this, and I love how the Father did this, because what happened on October 8th? Do anyone remember? Because these are the testimonies that the angel remembers and rely on. Anytime I open my mouth and give forth a testimony, the Father gives says that we depend on the testimonies of Heart of Psalms. So right now, the strong angels people talking about in the Bible and talking about in the churches, like, your angels are fighting for you. They fight for you based on my testimony. I got more testimonies going to be given to me. And they need those testimonies. Why? Because with each testimony, it causes them to react. They say they relied on a testimony. That means that their work, their assistance to you is based off of the testimonies that I give. Because inside those testimonies are orders for them, which makes me what? The Lord of hosts, the commanders of heaven's armies. How am I commanding them? By the breath of my lips. What's my breath of my lips saying? Giving forth testimonies. Y'all see how it works now?
Yes.
Yes, my king. Yes.
When I speak, they're listening for what testimony that I bring forth. And by that testimony, they know when to attack and who to attack by that testimony.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, October 7th is the 14th day of the first month, right?
Yes.
Okay, so October 7th. So watch this. It's 14 days. So 14 days, October 7th. Let me see. 14 days before October 7th. But 1997. Let me put 19 because it's day. Want to play. It put us where? See that? 23rd of September, right? Y'all see that?
Yes.
So the
Yes.
23rd of September,
You see it, King.
1997 is what day? New Year's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because October 7th is Passover. So 14 days before that is right there at September 23rd will be New Year's. So now, I done brought up the sign that happens always when? September 27th. This symbol has been coming up for a very long time. That's when you got the woman and you have this lion, all this stuff, right? And it's still in October. Why? That's Libra. We're still, that's powerful. That is still the freaking that is still put us right there. That's the Oprah right there. That's right in there. So if I put in September 23rd, watch this, 2017. That's what it's going to bring us. Constellations. I spelled constellations wrong. Right there. See? Look. They always say it happens once 7,000 years. That is wrong. It happens all the time around New Year's. This is the aligning of the world. September 23rd, 2017. This is what people remember me from the very beginning. This is what shows up. This is the lion, and this is the woman. Which is the same thing as here I am, and the children you have given me. Y'all see that?
Yes, my king.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes us when? This is when. So now when you go to Revelation, and it tells you that the moon is out, the sun is out, all this stuff, these are the constellations. There's a whole constellation. So Revelations chapter 17 is talking about the constellation. It's talking about on this day. Now we see on this day what happens. September 23rd or September 20 or September 24th. Always those time. It's always those time. But for us, it's gonna be always like September 23rd because we like first and everyone else is last. But sometimes it happened on September 22nd here and September 23rd there. So it always happens September 22nd here. It'll be 23rd there. Let me see. I think it was 17. The dragon. No. Need a sign. 12, 17. Yeah, the woman and the dragon. This is what you can see based off of this. This is the new moon. And it tells you it's a new moon. By the description in it is describing the constellations. And a great sign appeared where at? on the earth or in the heavens? If it's in the heavens, that means it's what? It's in the sky, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So this sign is taking place in the constellation. They see a woman clothed in the sun. Woman clothed in the sun. The sun. Here's the woman. She's clothed in the sun. Next, with the moon under her feet. So it just said that the moon is also out. Here's the moon right here, under her feet. So the sun is out, the moon is under her feet. That means the moon can be seen. Watch the next part. And a crown of 12 stars, watch this, on her head. This is Pleiades. So right here will also be a crown upon her head. This is either the belt of Orion or the Pleiades. So now we have this woman who's clothed, who's shining bright with the sun, with the moon on her feet, and she has a crown on her head. This has been the crown month. If it's the crown month, this is literally New Year's. Am I making sense now?
Yes, my king.
So it says on New Year's, on a new moon, this woman was pregnant and crying out in pain and agony of giving birth. Why? Because a son is coming. There's some things about to happen on this time. Something about to give birth. Something about to happen. This is Passover. We're beginning the Passover. Right? This is the whole New Year's right here. Everything is starting over new, fresh, and everything. Let's keep it moving. So we got Tuesday, all right, which would be New Year's. Now watch this. So now we're gonna go. So Passover will be for 7 days. Will be Feast of Unleavened Bread will be for 7 days. So the next day afterwards, watch this, October 8th. What happens on October 8th? Do anyone remember my testimony?
The banner.
You receive the witness.
The witness? Or do I have a dream? An open vision?
Yes. Okay.
October 8th. Remember, I'm taken upon a high mountain away from my enemies. October 8th. Picking off what?
Yes.
Unleavened bread.
Man, you have a vision. You have
Taken upon a high
yes, yes, my angry heart.
So right there, we can see some things popping up. So October 7th, I see the Messiah, Passover. October 8th, I have a vision. I'm taken away from this evil and I'm placed on a high mountain. It's the same mountain that no one can touch. Watch this. Why is the angel drop me off on a mountain that no man can touch, and if he touches, he's dies? You see what I'm saying? Watch
Yes,
this. In the last days, it talks about people will be gathered to this mountain. Got to the gate? All right, just bring them in. All right, hold on one moment. We got some visitation. Why did I say that?
It's just, I want them to come upstairs.
What's that?
Upstairs.
Okay.
Want to slide with him? Over
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just turning this way, child. Man, show me. We'll go this way. Got a little visitation coming on. Right. All right. Now we're gonna go and go from, okay, so we got September 3rd, 1997, go straight into October 7th. Now we got 14 days. Notice we've had a Sabbath in between that. Just saying. You can find out when the real Sabbath is based off of this. We got to go all the way back there and just keep taking it up to where we at now, and we will find a definite. We have to use these days for it, not anything else. Does that make sense now?
Yes.
All right. You want to go this way?
Yes, my king.
So we can go right here. So we can go straight to, all right, so 14. So that'll put us at the 14th day. So the Sabbath, or so the feast will continue for 7 days. So it'll be like 14 days. Okay, so it's like, all right, so it's be October 7th, so 50 days after October 14th, 1997. Boom. See where it puts us at?
Wow.
And actuality would actually be the 3rd though, because we had church on Thursday. So we'll put us right there, put us at December 4th. You see what I'm saying now? You see how close it is? This becomes what? This is the day of Pentecost.
Exactly. Wow. Oh.
Day of Pentecost right here.
I think it was, that's amazing.
Wow.
And
Exactly.
then going straight to the Emerald, which will be May 18th, will be Tabernacles.
Hallelujah.
Got all the way right there.
Wow.
Pentecost, Tabernacle. Now watch how it is right there. 3 feasts that's required. 8 required feasts. The Lord of hosts will prepare a lavish banquet for all peoples on this mountain, the same mountain that was carried upon, right?
Yes.
3 times in a year, all your males shall appear before our sons, right here. Ezra 3 and 4. Three feasts. Feast of Weeks, Pentecost, Feast of the Harvest. Remember, he said he was born where? The harvest. That's what he was talking about in Isaiah. That chapter 9 was talking about what the harvest. The Feast of Harvest is tabernacle. It's the ingathering. That's what the banner is. The banner means what? And if I draw, he said, and if I be lifted up from the earth, that's the banner. So this banner has been lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me. That is literally the feast of ingathering, which will be the harvest feast. See, that's over Pentecost harvest right there. All within my testimony. All of it. See, Feast of Booths, 7 days.
Man.
I'm looking for the one that's literally comes out and says the 3 that he requires, like they shall 3 feasts. New International Version. 3 times a year, all men must appear before the Lord your Yah at the place. Watch this. He will choose. So it's based off of the place where the king will choose. When people say like, "Oh, you can't just have, the feast in America, whatever," it's based off of the place that I choose. So if I'm in America and I'm actually keeping tabernacle, well, guess what? Y'all need to keep it when I keep it. This is a place where I choose. See, at the place he will choose. It's powerful. So people say it's got to be in Jerusalem. It's got to be here. Like, no, it's at the place where the king chooses to have it. I had it in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? That's where most places I had it in Arizona, and I have it now here in the Gambia, right? So, at a place he would choose. At the Festival of Unleavened Bread, the Festival of Weeks, which is Pentecost, and Festival of Tabernacles. No one should appear before Heart of Psalms empty-handed. Here it is, the feast. So we got 3 feasts. And based off of my testimony, we have all 3 of them. Does that make sense?
Yes, making.
Amen. Makes sense.
Basically,
Man.
So based off of Revelations 4 and 3, watch this. We're going to have Alpha and Omega right there. In of the feast and the end of it. Rainbow, Alpha, Emerald, Omega. I am the beginning and I am the Omega. Alpha, Omega. Beginning and the end. And then we see that the rainbow is what? Literally the beginning of the year, right? The 14th day of the beginning of the year. The beginning. First.
Yes.
Alpha.
Amen.
It's the
Wow.
entire thing. Emerald. Alpha, Omega.
Mhm.
Beginning, the ending.
Wow.
I am the Lord of the feasts. Lord of the Sabbaths.
Wow.
So now that's what it's going to mimic. And it watch this. Show you that this is the end. It says those who do not show up to the festival of booths. Like those who don't show up. If the Egyptian people do not go up and take part, they will have no rain. Our sons will bring on them the plagues he inflicts on the nations that do not go up to celebrate the festival of tabernacles. They got to watch this. All nations will worship the king when? On his birthday. See how it makes sense?
Wow, that is so
Hallelujah.
powerful.
Exactly.
Mm.
Oh my.
And
King,
should these families of the earth, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'll ask after. I'll ask the question after you finish your thought.
Okay. No, go ahead.
Well, okay. I was going to ask you, what was the official? Would you be able to provide the official dates for this tabernacle coming up?
That's what I have to do right now. Me and Mr. We have to go back that time and calculate. And so with me calculating, I would definitely have a precise, because based off of me seeing the Messiah October 7th, that's a precise thing. So literally, he's not going to do anything out of order. He's going to do everything within order. So the day I see him is going to be Passover, right? Which means he will be the beginning. Now look, if you look at Passover and see where it is, you see like I've always, between the Alpha and Omega, right? You have the two sons, all right? And you have the two names. So you have the Ophel, and then you have also the Emerald. So it says, I always place the Lord before me. So that's the oath. That's exactly where I see the Messiah at when? October 7th. That's 97. Oath. And he says what? At the end, he says, I place it before. So then I would be what? The end time piece, which would be what? The emerald. Rainbow in the shape of the emerald. Alpha and Omega. The beginning and the end.
The end.
Here is the name right here. Here is the Yod on the back. The first one is in the front. That's Passover. The one in the back, Tabernacle. So he's the one that actually starts it off, getting people to come in. And then he starts it. And then I come through to finish it. All right, he's already done did this work. Now I'm coming to finish it. The work has already been laid. I'm not laying nothing else. It's already been laid. Here is what's been laid. Here's the banner. Come and get it.
Amen. Wow.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah, yes, making
It's
sense.
already been laid. I'm not laying anything. It's already been laid. It's already been done. It's just a finishing part. And now people are now able to come into it. What was made then? They're now able to come into it, fully come into it, and fully realize it at this moment.
Wow. Powerful.
All nations will worship the king. And should any of the families of the earth not go to Sierra Leone to worship the king, part of Psalms, then the rain will not fall on them. Notice it's really worship the king, who is what? He is called the Lord of hosts. Notice he is hosting not just one, but two. Host. Not host. Hosts. It's multiple, right? Lord of hosts.
It's more than
Then the
one.
rain. Go ahead. And the rain will not fall on them. And if the people of Egypt will not go up and enter in, why in the world do they have to go? People be saying like, Egypt is our place of home. But Egypt is being made to go up. Look, and if the people of Egypt will not go up, so that means Egypt is down. Ooh. Ouch. Egypt is not up. Egypt is down. And if the people of Egypt will not go up. So I love it, because now we're going to look at Egypt Showing you where Jerusalem is. Where they say Egypt is, and these people got to go up, not going down. They're going up. Let me see if we can find a good one. All right. So if this is down, then they have to go up. That's powerful. So this is going down, but this is going up. Here's Sierra Leone right here. And look, it's diagonal. Straight from Egypt, going straight across, you're going to run straight into Sierra Leone. They got to go up. But right here, it's like they're going down. Egypt must go up to Sierra Leone. Am I making sense? So the way they got this thing is done is a little bit trippy. Egypt must go up.
Yes.
Egypt. And it must be a straight shot across from Egypt to Sierra Leone.
So then it must have been when in that day, in Zachariah's day, then the African continent was turned right side up.
Exactly.
To appear as a giant. And that's the reason why the Bible has it where it says going up.
And it is literally the smallest of all. Like, it's small. Everything over here is big. This is small. But he said from Egypt. You know they're going to be calling this Egypt. From it. He knows that. The Father knows they're going to be calling this Egypt. But he said from here, so watch this. And look how far it is. You didn't say, like, oh, we're going to Kenya. Look at that. That's not going up. You're going down for the way. So this way right here, Egypt, you're going this way. It's directly straight across from one another. And he said, if they don't show up, they're going to get messed up. They're going to receive a curse. And if the people of Egypt will not go up and enter in, then the rain will not fall on them. This will be the plague which Heart of Psalms strikes the nations who do not go to celebrate, watch this, his birthday, the Feast of Tabernacles.
So is this the observance where really all of humanity will need to observe?
Exactly.
Not just Goshen, but everybody who's born of Adam.
Exactly. This will be the punishment of Egypt and of all the nations that do not go up to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles. He says all nations, Egypt and all the nations. Everyone will be made to worship on my birthday. Everyone will have to show love. That do not go up to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles. They have to leave from Egypt. So if they have to leave from Egypt, and if America is called Egypt, if people don't leave from there, guess what? People get messed up. That's why I say Egypt and all nations. That means everybody. No one has a choice in the matter. And it says you can't show up empty-handed. Everyone must appear with a gift. And it's like it's a birthday, right? You must show up
Yes.
with a gift. You can't come to the birthday party giftless. That makes sense. It's as powerful.
Exactly. Yes, yes.
It is so, it's simple. It makes sense. It makes so much sense. Dwayne, what do you think?
Yes. Exactly.
Everyone must appear with a gift as, watch this, as he is able, what he can afford to give according to the blessing. So it's going to be a blessing that's coming. And based off of that blessing, a gift got to be produced. So like if you get like whatever, 2,000, whatever, I'm going to give you $5. I want just $5. It says everyone must prepare with a gift as he is able, according to the blessing, how the Father is blessed. You know, bless the Lord your God has given you. So based off of what he has given you, you must produce a suitable gift, birthday gift. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, making
Yes,
sense.
making sense.
And look how easy it, like, look, 3 times a year, all your males are to appear before the king. And look how it commemorates, inside of my testimony, commemorates literally the feast we have to keep, because on these days are certain feasts. Literally. October 7th, feast. October 8th, feast. December 3rd or 4th, feast. May 18th, feast. Complete. Finish.
Wow.
So I just need to go back to that time and then calculate all that time. I can see when the Sabbath is, truly, when this is, when that is, and calculate it all the way to this time. Then I can see all the way to them. That's all we got to do, right? Then we've already been given the tablet, if that makes sense. And all we got to do is just carry out, no matter what they do. We gotta. I would have to literally go through and reconstruct America's so-called calendar and add 30 days to February. Right now, every day they have literally made it 29, 26. I have to make everyone 30, where they have known 31s and 31s and 31. They got like 31s like straight across like 4 times. Like 31. This one got 31 days. And the enemy knows this. Because watch this. By the time when we have finished this and completed this and know this, we have literally shortened the power of the enemy, because there's power in these days. And he knows, that's why he, think about it. Why else why they would touch February and then give us the short end of the stick? This is your month to actually tell what you need to say in February. This is Black History Month, and you have less than 30 days to do it. By this alone in itself, you will never figure out the time going off of what is original right now. But because the Messiah showed up on this day, and I know he ain't gonna show up anything just because he just want to. He got to show up within a time frame. He knew that. Why? It's put us at the right time. And what was about to happen? William is about to become king.
Harry's king. You're saying that then there was some intel from the underworld whenever the calendar is being made during the Gregorian and the time of Caesar, that these people had some kind of intel from Hasatan, which is now carried over into our Western time period.
They had made it to where they was going to do opposite. Remember reading about Caesar, he said, well, since they did it this way, we won't do it that way. We'll do it differently. We'll do it pretty much like in the sense of reverse. If they did it this time, we're going to do this. We will not follow what they follow because they got messed up so badly. And then that's when they said, we will be the Israel. So I mean, like, because these people did not please their sire or their father the way they're supposed to, will be the ones who will be the ones to try to please him. When you talk to white people right now and tell them like, well, we the two chosen people in the book, and they'll tell you right flat out, be like, yeah, but you didn't listen. Hold on one moment. All right, I'm gonna go back and finish this. We do have some company here, and I'm gonna go ahead and give them, the time that they came here for, and I'll be right back to finish up other parts. And now we see where we're going with the timeline, all right? So we all agree, right?
Yes.
Yes, my king.
December, May. We understand. We see it in the scriptures. October, May.
May.
Middle part, December.
Yes.
All right. So that's how everything is going to be reflected from that part. So we're going to find out where the Sabbath was in those days. It'll be good. It's going to take some time, but I'll be back. All right.
Amen.
Salute. All right.
Salute, my king. Salute, family.
Salute, Ghost.
Ellen.
Ivy says salute.